Previously on Savannah.
Why are you so angry?
Because I'm trying to win an election.
Oh, I'm sorry, Daddy. You know, next time I get caught in a drug bust, I'll make sure to check your schedule first.
I do not want Reese Burton to stand trial.
What do you want?
I want an innocent woman to go free. I want you to have a very long and distinguished career in law enforcement.
Search me?
Oh, is this a dare?
It's more like a fantasy.
Oh.
Peyton, will you marry me?
You don't have to ask me twice.
Sorry it took so long to process these. Here's what you ordered.
Can't wait to be Mrs. Brian Alexander.
You don't want to keep your own name?
There's nothing about my lineage I want to hold on to. Peyton Alexander. Oh, that suits me fine.
Suits me too. You want to have your father give you away?
That snake. Edward Burton would be the last person in the world I'd let walk me down the aisle.
Family is the cornerstone of our society, and we must never idly stand by and watch the deterioration of family values.
Mr. Burton, aren't you being hypocritical? You denied that Peyton Richards was even your daughter.
Yes, I openly admit to many past mistakes.
Mistakes? You could be the poster boy for deadbeat dads.
Deadbeat dads? No reporter's gonna say that to me, Grace.
Lots of reporters will say that and worse.
All right, okay. If a reporter brings up that subject, I'll say that, Peyton's mother gave her another man's name, but I took them in anyway. Oh, Veronica,
Hey.
You look lovely. I'd like to introduce you to Grace Boyer. I've hired her to handle my public relations.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Grace.
She's been rehearsing me for press conferences, really whipped my answers into shape.
Well, good.
Well, I'm afraid that nothing you say about this is going to change your ranking in the polls. The voters want to hear it from Peyton's own lips.
Hear what?
Well, that Peyton forgives him for abandoning her.
That'll be a cold day in hell.
Cold or not, I'm just gonna have to find some way to make my darling daughter love her daddy.
Oh, Reese, would you look at that, please? This is fabulous.
It's beautiful.
I know, I know.
This one here. Oh, my God, that's beautiful. Oh, you guys, how am I ever going to decide?
Oh, but what a great dilemma.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, I just love your ring.
Well, this was Brian's grandmother's. Oh, y'all, I cannot believe I am picking out Waterford and Wedgwood. Hey, Reese, do you like, Grand Rococo?
Grandmother always said, never let your sterling embarrass your china.
Then I'll just have to get fancier china.
Oh, you always said you were going to marry a rich man.
No, Lane, what I said was it's just as easy to fall in love with a rich man as a poor man.
Oh, you know she loves Brian.
Oh, I do. But it will be frosting on the cake when I walk down that aisle and I dip my trailer park toes into his blue blood gene pool. Yes, sir, Reba.
You look like the cat that ate the canary.
Take a look at these.
Ooh. Looks like Brian's fiance knows how to have a good time.
You believe it?
Where'd you get these?
I have my sources.
A mother's love knows no bounds. They're recent?
They were taken last Monday. Poor Brian, he's gonna be broken-hearted when he sees these.
You can't show him these.
Why not?
Because there are only two outcomes that I can see. One, Brian breaks up with Peyton and hates you for causing it. Two, Brian marries Peyton and hates you for ever doubting his wife. Either way, he hates you.
But he has to know about her.
Then mail them to him anonymously.
Let that southern fried slut make some excuse up about how they're as old as the hills.
All right, give him the pictures. But let him know I wasn't involved. That way at least one of us will get to visit our grandchildren.
Aren't you getting a little carried away? I mean, you don't even have a house yet and you're already looking at paint chips.
This isn't for my house. No. I can't decide what color I want the reception tables until I see what looks good next to my skin.
You're insane.
What color are you considering for the bridesmaids' dresses?
How do I look in orange? Because if you don't have your wedding before my trial, your maid of honor's gonna be walking down the aisle in an orange prison jumpsuit.
That would put a damper on things.
I'm sure you'll get off.
Possession is possession, and I possessed enough drugs to supply a small army. Brian says there's a good chance I could lose.
Yeah, but I thought the DA offered you a plea bargain.
I'm not gonna admit to something I didn't do just so I don't go to jail.
Now who's insane?
Hello? What? Are you serious? Yeah, I'll stop by. All right, bye.
Well?
That was Brian. The charges have been dropped. Brian? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were someone else. What do you need? I don't care who you hire. Just pick someone you can work with. All right. The bartender on the riverboat wants to hire a new bar back.
Wait, what about the charges?
They're dropped. I'm free. The evidence is missing.
Missing?
Wait, how could the police lose half a kilo of drugs?
Don't take it so hard, Sheila. I'm sure it's not the first time the police have lost evidence in a case.
I'll get you for making me do this.
You did a good deed. All right, Reese was innocent. And no one will ever see this tape of you being in dereliction of your duties. It's a fair trade.
And watch your step. If you so much as spit on the sidewalk, I'm throwing you in jail.
You really are a trusting soul to think that I didn't make copies of that. Temper, hey. You should go back to handing out parking tickets because I don't think you were cut out to be a detective. Thank you. Peyton, I'm so glad you could make it.
Well, it's not often I get an invitation for lunch from my dear daddy. What's up?
I hear you're getting married.
Yes.
Well, congratulations.
You say congratulations to the groom. It's best wishes to the bride.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I never was very good at the niceties.
I know you weren't.
Sit down, dear, please.
Okay.
You know, you're getting married has got me to thinking. I mean, before you know it, thank you, I could be a grandfather.
Oh, look, I'm not pregnant, if that's what this is all about.
No. It's just that I've reached that point in time when a man has to reevaluate his life, and I found that mine comes up sorely lacking.
Well, don't need a crystal ball to see that.
You have every right to hate me. I deserve it.
And more.
But do we have to be enemies for the rest of our lives? Now that you're getting married, can't we start over?
Start what over?
Our relationship. I know I can't change the past, but I can try to make up for it.
Well, it's a little late for that now, isn't it?
No, it's never too late, dear. Never. Let me show you I can change. Let me throw you one hell of a wedding.
Well, Brian is already doing that.
Well, the father of the bride should foot all the bills. Besides, you don't want to be beholden to the Alexanders.
Yeah, well, I don't want to owe you a big fat favor either.
I'm not asking you for a favor. I'm asking you for a chance, Peyton. Please. Please, Peyton. Give me a chance to be your father. What do you think?
I am wondering if pigs can sprout wings.
This is a great idea, Dean. I can make a habit of this.
I've got another great idea.
What? I have to get back to work.
Can't go.
Why not?
They haven't come yet.
Who hasn't?
Jane and Stan?
Who are Jane and Stan?
Well, they're usually here by now.
What are you talking about?
I used to come here for lunch when I was walking the beat, and they would always be here. Oh, that's them. They've been together more than 50 years, and they're still holding hands. They're crazy about each other.
That is so sweet.
I don't have a lot of money, Lane. I can't afford a flash engagement ring. But all the riches in the world wouldn't matter if you didn't love me, and I don't think anyone could love you more than I love you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I want us to grow old and gray together and walk hand in hand in the park when we're 80. I want you to be my wife.
You know my answer.
Bert and Joe Shin.
Joe, pleasure to meet you. Thank you for coming.
Ooh, Lord, your father certainly knows how to throw a party.
Well, he says it takes money to raise money.
Reese. Oh, come see your father.
Hi, Daddy.
Honey.
Don't you just hate having your picture taken?
Hate it. I can't spend any time with you, honey. I have to work the room. Yeah, I tried the crab cakes.
Well, I certainly hope he's more attentive with the voters.
You got more time with him than I did.
Excuse me. What are you doing?
Like your bartender hired me today.
You?
Well, thanks a lot.
I didn't even know you applied.
Well, you weren't here when I came in. Guess that was lucky, since you might not have fully appreciated my charming demeanor and superior skills as a mixologist.
Look, maybe I wasn't fair to you when you first came into town. I assumed the worst.
Yep.
How was I supposed to know you're tracking down some rare emerald?
You couldn't, because you assumed the worst.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I figured you would be.
So you're a bartender?
Well, I'm a bar back, which pays less than bartender, but I'm grateful for the job.
I don't see Peyton yet.
She'll be here. She wouldn't pass up free food. Ah, Charles.
Edward.
Eleanor.
Oh, Edward.
Quite a turnout. You must be raking it in.
Yeah, these folks are going to get their money's worth. Investing in Edward Burton is investing in business in the state of Georgia.
Oh, Edward, save that speech for somebody else. We're not giving you a penny more.
I can't believe I let you talk me into coming to this.
Father wants to make nice.
Yeah, where's the bar? Peyton, I'm Grace Boyer, your father's public relations manager. Oh, tough job.
I'm Brian Alexander.
How do you do? Do you mind if I steal your date for a few moments? There are people who want to meet her.
Me? You go on. I'm going to talk to my parents.
Edward really appreciates your being here. Oh, look, there's Matt Rush. He's dying to do a story on you. And he's syndicated. Matt, I found a dynamite angle for your Sunday column. Do you know Peyton Richards, Edward's daughter?
Only by reputation.
Well, she's absolutely thrown herself behind her father's campaign. It'd make a great family values piece. I'm not sure that it would.
Your father says you two have made up.
He does he? Well, I would love to sit and chat with y'all, but I'm looking for those crab cakes.
Hi, Peyton. I'm Marge Curson from the Register. Your father suggested that we do a human interest piece on the two of you.
Wait, let me guess. It's about how Dad and I have traveled a rocky road, but despite our bumps along the way, we've managed to forgive past transgressions and become a warm and fuzzy family.
Do I detect sarcasm?
Where is dear old Dad, anyway? Excuse me.
So good to see you. You tried the crab cakes.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye-bye. Well, Peyton, I'm glad you made it.
How could you keep a straight face offering to throw me a wedding when all you wanted to do was buy my support?
You know, I could really take offense to that.
There are reporters in there crawling all over me like flies on sugar.
Well, honey, reporters have jobs to do, pages to fill.
Oh, please. I was not born yesterday. Why didn't you just flat out offer me money?
Well, knowing you, I figured a wedding would be a hell of a lot cheaper.
There's not enough money in the world to make me back you. Let's go.
I haven't even tried the crab cakes.
Edward, I may have more to contribute to your campaign after all. I'll have a messenger drop by something in the morning.
This package just came for you.
Thank you. My goodness. My goodness. Huh? Eleanor, dear, I just received your donation to my campaign. I can't thank you enough, dear.
Savannah will return after these messages.
I wasn't lying when I said we had urgent business to discuss.
Where'd you get these pictures?
Well, now, that's not very important, is it, dear? What's important is how we're going to keep your fiancé from seeing them.
Well, I don't care if he does. Because once I explain them, he'll just get a good laugh out of them.
Maybe he will, maybe he won't.
I'd put money on it.
You're very sure of yourself.
Yeah, well, I'm the one who's tucking him in at night.
I admire your confidence, I do.
Well.
Sally! Sally, I have a package here to go to Mr. Brian Alexander's office, ASAP. You let me know what he says. You see to it that he signs for them personally.
Listen. Wait!
Sally, the package isn't quite ready yet. Thank you, dear. Now, the way for you to make these photos disappear is for you to come to my press conference, flash your pearly whites, and tell all those reporters what a swell guy I am. You do that, and Brian will never have to see you with your hands in another man's pockets.
And you expect me to believe that you'll keep up your end of the bargain?
Well, now, you're talking like somebody who has a choice.
You know, I can't believe that I fell for your loving daddy routine for even 2 seconds.
Oh, honey. Here, go and get your hair done, dear. The press conference is this afternoon. Oh, now, that's no way to treat money. I hear congratulations are in order.
For what?
Having the charges dropped?
I didn't have anything to do with that.
God works in mysterious ways.
What's that supposed to mean? You think my father bought someone off?
No, I mean, you got a lucky break.
I didn't want a lucky break. I want people to know that I'm innocent. Now they're still going to think I'm guilty.
Well, anyone who would think you were guilty obviously doesn't know you very well. Look, let's go out to dinner and celebrate.
That's not a good idea.
Why not?
Because we tried that, Tom, and it didn't work.
Reese, I work 18-hour days. I'm not dating anyone. Now, what more can I do to convince you that I have changed?
Short of becoming a priest, I can't think of anything. Please review those and get back to me.
Beautiful. Reeled in, get it tight. Get it tight right there. Keep it right like that, all right? Cast mine out there. All righty, your business. Keep it just like that. Jason, I want to talk to you about something important.
Okay.
Okay? It's about Lane. I want to spend more time with her. I want us both to.
Okay.
And you know, when two people want to spend a lot of time together, they get married.
Like your mommy?
Yeah. And your mommy will always be your mommy, okay? But I want to marry Lane. I mean, not right away. We're going to wait a year, but then, you know, I want to have a really nice family wedding, and I want you to be my best man. What do you think about that?
I think that's a dumb idea.
Why do you say that?
Daddy, I got one.
Okay, reel it in, reel it in.
I can't.
Yes, you can. Turn it on.
No. Why did you have to talk about Lane? You made me lose my faith.
I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm sorry.
Reese. Hey, I'm headed to your dad's press conference. You going?
Yeah.
Great, we can walk over together.
Okay, let me just finish up.
Okay. Hey, listen, did Tom tell you what he did?
What, that he's changing his ways and becoming Mother Teresa?
Well, just about.
What do you mean?
Then he didn't tell you.
What?
Well, he confessed to the police that he gave you the key to the locker with the drugs in it.
No. No, he didn't tell me that.
Well, it is a Mother Teresa kind of thing to do.
Well, it's the truth.
Well, that's not all. He wore a wire to try to trap the real drug dealers.
Really? That's dangerous.
Either he really does care for you, or he's the most concerned citizen I've ever met.
Well, maybe he really is changing his ways.
Hey.
Hey, Nick.
Reese, found that carton of highball glasses.
Oh, great. Can you see if we have any more margarita stems?
Your wish is my command.
My, what a gentleman.
Just kissing up and needs a job.
I don't think so. Honey, he has his eye on you.
He does not.
Yes, he does. I think he's better looking than Travis. Don't you?
I hadn't really noticed.
Is that why you blushed when he entered the room?
It's hot in here.
Not to me.
Lane, the last person in the world I'd be interested in is a dead ringer for my skunk of an ex-husband.
Now, is that the same ex-husband you said drove you wild with desire?
Hey, found him.
Oh, hey, Nick, listen, can you turn up the air conditioner? Reese says it's a little hot in here.
Sure.
No, don't bother. Lane and I were just going to my dad's press conference, weren't we?
There we are. Okay, bye-bye.
The best inheritance we can leave the next generation is a healthy job market, a robust economy, and a strong sense of family values. Thank you. Are there any questions?
Mr. Burton. Mr. Burton.
Yes, Bonnie.
Mr. Burton, you talk about family values,
But aren't you alienated from your daughter, Peyton Richards?
Nothing could be further from the truth, Bonnie. In fact, I believe Peyton's here today. Are you there, honey? There she is. Peyton, why don't you come on up here? Come on up here. Come on up here, please. Ladies and gentlemen, my daughter, Peyton Richards. Now, why don't you answer that question yourself?
Have you and your father called a truce?
It's true. I have had a rocky relationship with the candidate.
But all of that is behind us now.
Although it's not been easy being the forgotten Burton daughter.
I'm happy to say that we have finally come to terms with our differences.
So, you two have made up?
Well, much more than made up. She's become our #1 supporter.
The Edward Burton has my vote, that's for sure.
Thank you, honey.
Hello?
You have to turn on Channel 5.
What's on?
Peyton is slobbering all over her father.
Edward Burton has my vote, that's for sure.
Thank you, honey.
I can't believe that she despises the man.
Reese, where's Reese?
I think it's great.
What's so great about being hypocritical?
It's not being hypocritical. She's willing to forgive him.
Did she tell you that?
No.
Oh.
Now, what do you mean by, oh?
You read so much into every little word I say.
That's because you put so much into every little word.
Well, then I won't say any more.
Good.
Wild horses couldn't drag it out of me.
Good.
I just hope Edward Burton didn't force her into it, that's all.
Well, now, how could he force her?
I forgot I wasn't supposed to talk.
Mother.
You'll only get mad at me, Brian.
What is it?
All right. Some private investigator tried to sell me some photographs of Peyton.
What kind of photographs?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't look. I sent the man packing.
So you think he sold them to Edward?
Well, I know he tried. And I know Edward was desperate to get Peyton's support on his campaign.
So why didn't you tell me about this before?
You're so touchy about Peyton.
So, who's the detective?
Oh, I don't know. It was Harris or Ferris, something like that.
Which one is it, Mother? Harris or Ferris?
I told you you'd just get angry with me.
Never mind. Goodbye.
Busy?
Oh. Not very.
I just wanted to thank you for giving me this job.
I'm glad it's working out.
I know it must be hard for you.
What?
Oh, I mean, because I look so much like the man who treated you so badly.
It's okay.
No, it isn't. Because...
What?
Because now I can never ask you out.
You want to ask me out?
Since the first moment I saw you. I am nothing like Travis.
You're not?
No. Reese. Reese. Well, I didn't mean to scare you.
Oh, I was just caught up in my work.
Well, I just wanted to thank you for giving me this job.
I'm glad it's working out.
Yeah, me too. I like it here. Well, I'm off.
Savannah will return after these messages.
I'm so glad you and Dad made up.
Yeah, it's still hard for me to call him Daddy.
Well, it'll come in time. Hey, Lane.
Oh, you two look busy. I'll just see you at the house tonight.
Wait, hey, whoa, Lane. We're supposed to wait till tonight to find out why your eyes are all puffy.
Dean and I can't get married.
Oh, why not?
Because Jason is upset about it, so we've decided to wait.
How long?
Who knows?
You poor thing.
Looks like Peyton is the only one of us who's gonna have a honeymoon anytime soon.
I'm sorry I can't help you. Well, is Peyton dancing topless or coming out of a cake naked or what?
Look, I don't have any pictures of your girlfriend.
Let me see if I can put this in a language you understand. If I find out you're lying to me, I'll sue you out of existence.
I haven't broken any laws.
Who cares? I'll tie you up in court and bleed you until you don't have a dime.
You're not gonna like this.
Just give me the pictures. When did you take these?
Last week. That's how they settled low. Then they went inside and closed the shutters and I couldn't see anymore. But I heard plenty. Mrs. Alexander.
Yes, this is she. Mr. Harris. Oh, that's wonderful to hear. Thank you. I'll send over the money tomorrow. Nice doing business with you. Goodbye.
Yes. Ned, there you go. I'll take the vault. Okay, thank you. Hey, Victoria, you having a good night? Oh, good.
Don't go Mooney over. She's the owner.
Now, that's probably good advice. But seeing as how it was free advice, I may feel obligated not to take it.
Nick, can you help me a minute?
Sure.
We're low on some labels. Can you go to the back and get a case from Merlot?
Yeah, show me where to get it. Which case?
It's here somewhere.
I make you nervous, don't I?
I'm not nervous.
You seem nervous.
I'm not nervous.
All right. Is it because I look like your ex-husband? Because I can't help that. I'd hate it if you hated me for it.
I don't hate you.
I wouldn't mind it if you liked me. A little.
I barely know you.
But you've been thinking about me, haven't you?
No.
Yeah, you have. You've been thinking about me. You know how I know?
How?
I've been thinking about you. Night and day. you daydreaming or something?
No. What do you need?
Well, you asked for my help.
Oh, right, we need a case of Merlot like this. Could you go to Stockroom and get it?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Do you need me to show you the way?
Nah, I know my way around.
Reese, look, this is a bid from a new linen supplier. If we can switch companies, we can save a little money. Would you take a look at it?
Sure.
And could you get back to me after this shift? I want to move on this quickly.
All right.
Well, you look like you've been hit with a truck.
Yeah, well, I have.
Brian, I can explain this.
Well, I can't imagine how.
This is part of the Emerald Sting. It's supposed to look like Nick and I are together.
Oh, it sure as hell looks like you're together. Why didn't you tell me about this before?
Because the police told me not to tell anyone. They didn't want anyone to know how this type of work was done.
All right, then I want you to call someone at the police department, someone who will verify your story.
Great, so that's how much you trust me.
It's the lawyer in me.
All right, then. I will get you a name tomorrow.
Now, Peyton, call someone right now.
All right, fine. I'll just go get Nick and he'll explain all of it.
Well, that's exactly the person I want to talk to, the man who's been groping.
Brian, you have to believe me.
You want to know the worst part about all this?
No.
I have to tell my mother. She was right about you all along.
Brian!
Savannah will return after these messages.
Great view, huh?
Now you caught me playing hooky, boss. This city's just so beautiful.
Well, you can have a 5-minute break. I'm not an ogre, you know.
I've noticed. I know it's not good form to compliment the boss, but you have the best looking legs of anyone I've ever worked for.
Huh? Didn't you just get out of the Navy?
Yes, ma'am. Hey, my shift's over in 30 minutes. How about a cup of coffee, then?
I can't.
It's that boss thing, isn't it? No coffee?
No.
What if I quit?
Then you wouldn't be able to afford the coffee.
Yeah, good point.
5 minutes are almost up.
Yes, ma'am.
And then the little steam shovel turned around and sputtered on home.
Good night, sport.
Daddy,
What?
I have a question about getting married.
Why, are you thinking about getting married?
Yuck.
Well, that's a relief. I'd hate to have to pack peanut butter lunches for you and your wife.
I only wanted to know if a woman can ask a man.
Sure she can.
Well, maybe Lane will ask you.
You said marrying Lane was a dumb idea.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did when we were fishing.
I said it was a dumb idea to wait a whole year.
I looked over the bid.
Great. Come on in.
You're having company?
Just you.
You said we were going to discuss business.
We are. I thought you might be hungry.
I'm not.
Okay, then have a glass of wine.
You really don't care about this bid at all, do you?
Of course I do.
This was faxed to you over 3 months ago.
Well, I couldn't get around to it 3 months ago.
Oh, but when you finally did get around to it, it was so urgent that I had to stop by and go over it by candlelight?
Reese, I'm making an effort.
I told you I don't want to have dinner with you, Tom, and I meant it.
I don't know what I was thinking. How could I be so horrible as to have a meal waiting for you? You happy? Give me the bid.
Here's your damn bid.
I'm gonna let you go to jail.
What?
I got the charges dropped. You couldn't figure that out?
You stole the evidence?
I don't know why I stuck my neck out for you.
I'm calling the police.
You can't. I flushed the drugs down the toilet, and believe me, I regret it because I'd like nothing better than to see a spoiled, rotten brat like yourself behind bars for the next 20 years.
How about we get that cup of coffee after all?
What's so important you can tell me?
Jason's sleeping.
Sorry. Hey, what's up?
We have to choose a date. When do you want to get married?
Dean, I'm not in the mood to joke around.
Joking? I guess I don't speak kid talk as well as I thought I did. Jason wasn't angry that we were getting married. He was angry that we weren't getting married soon enough.
You're kidding!
No, I think he loves you more than I do.
Oh, Dean. I feel like crying.
Well, that's not exactly what I feel like doing, but unfortunately, he's in the other room.
Yeah, who is it? Well, what?
Oh, I'll kill you with my bare hands.
Well, what's wrong?
Oh, you have hustled the wrong woman. When I'm through spilling my guts to the press, you won't be elected dog catcher. What'd he do?
Nothing to my knowledge.
You gave Brian those pictures.
I did not.
Well, he saw them.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, believe me, this is gonna be a hell of a lot worse for you than me.
Will you calm down and think? Now, why would I do that? I need your support.
Yeah, I don't know what pictures you two are talking about, but what he's saying makes sense, Peyton. Edward always puts his own interest first.
Hi.
Who sent you these pictures?
They were delivered at my door with no return address. I swear.
Is there anyone else who'd want to split you and Brian up?
Of course I did it. I would never let my son marry someone like you. And truthfully, I didn't expect you to make it this easy.
I never cheated on Brian.
But you would have eventually.
You don't know the first thing about me. I was the best thing that ever happened to your son.
You probably were. Men need to get this out of their system at an early age.
How dare you?
Oh, I did you a favor, Peyton. You have nothing to offer my son except sex. He would have grown tired of you in a year. Now run along, find somebody else to play with.
Brought your breakfast in bed.
I knew you had a thing for me.
Stay tuned for upcoming scenes from the next episode of Savannah.
Learn more about your favorite stars of Savannah in this week's TV Guide. And remind your friends, Savannah's now on Monday nights on the WB.
Next Monday on an all-new Savannah.
Brian married his old girlfriend. Peyton, when you meet the right man, you will forget all about it.
Well, I will never forget what was done to me.
I want to say something, and I don't want you to be disappointed.
You're not having second thoughts.
You can't kiss me.
Why not?
Because I am your boss and we do work together.
I quit.
An all-new Savannah next Monday on the WB.